The side/U. The Berlin side began as a interim boundary of prickly cable swordsmanship and developed in a fastened specific obstacle in gunman East Deutsche Boundary Guard. The side among East and Western Berlin was almost 12 feet top and about 27 miles length, comprising 302 guardsman towers and 55,000 against personnel blasting devices, landmines. To hinder attempts to scope the side, or flee by dig bottom, the side was strengthened in wires, mining, tubular products, trenches and cable mesh swordsmanship. A broad open region of mud and grit, a clipboard area among the two walls, became named as No Person's Earth or the Die Stripe, wherever guard in more than rather than 300 look towers could fire nobody hard to flee. The largest renowned boundary cross was named as Control Point Charlie. 1949, the west and southern zones held by Britain, France and the joint state B Western Germany, this Fed Republic of Germany. The Soviets area becomes the Deutsche More Democratic Republic, GDR, or East Germany. Western Germany is a more democratic republic. East Germany is a communistic nation verified in the Soviets Association. 1949 to 1961, more than rather than 2 million East Germans flee to the Western. Overseas countrymen, Western Germans, Western Berliners and Union war staff are allowed to come East Berlin, but East Berliners requirement a specific undergo to keep. August 12, 1961, East Deutsche Kommunistische Side lead Walter Ulbricht signs the procedure for a barricade dividing East and Western Berlin. August 13, 1961, East Deutsche Safety Forces head Erich Honecker orders police force and military to build a prickly cable fencing and began building of specific barricades. August 18, 1961, U.S. defect CEO Lyndon B. Johnson and retired General Lucius Mudd fly to Berlin as a Shah of U.S. supporting for Western Germany. August 21, 1961, about 1,500 U.S. military come in Western Berlin. August 23, 1961, Western Berliners out of permits are prohibited of incoming East Berlin. June 26, 1963, U.S. CEO John F. Kennedy speaks to an ecstatic mob at Western Berlin's Old Schöneberg Rathaus, town room, present in the Planet of Liberty. The proudest boasting is, Ich bin ein Berliner, I am a Berliner, all complimentary men, where they may dwell, are countrymen of Berlin. And thus, as a complimentary person, I get honor in the speech, Ich bin ein Berliner. September 1971, a treaty is achieved enabling Western Berlin and East Berlin to importing and exportable consumer goods. December 1972, Western and East Germany mark a contract normalizing tactful relations and recognition every some's independence. April 3, 1989, GDR boundary guard are briefed to halt with gun to hinder boundary violations. October 18, 1989, Communistic side head Erich Honecker is overthrown and is replaced by Egon Krenz. November 1, 1989, more than rather than a part millionth human beings take part in a pro-freedom gathering in East Berlin, needing complementary elections. November 2, 1989, Egon Krenz announces sweep policy and economical reforms. November 6, 1989, a prior law is gone how gives all countrymen journey and immigration rights. November 7, 1989, the East Deutsche office resigns. Nearly part of the members of the Politburo are remote and replaced the following date. November 9, 1989, East Germany open journey restrictions to the Western. Politburo term Günter Schabowski announces how East Deutsche countrymen can keep the nation via East Deutsche boundary cross points, efficient ones. November 9 to 10, 1989, exultant crowds teardrop downward the side chunk by chunk with their hands, pickaxes, sledgehammers and shovels. November 10 to 11, 1989, several new crosspoints are outdoor, and tens of thousands of human beings crucifix above in Western Berlin. October 3, 1990, East and Western Germany formally be reunified by the behalf the Fed Republic of Germany.